Sometimes people manage to defy the law of science and survive miraculously against dangerous experiences or accidents that they should have never been able to walk away from. In this video, we have included some very strange and shockingly amazing death-defying stories of insanely lucky people. These stories are going to blow your mind because it's the story of people literally getting crushed, blown up, and seriously injured, and miraculously survived to amaze us with their unbelievable stories. Before we get into this topic, don't forget to leave a like on this video. And if you'd like to join Star 5's monthly giveaway of a brand new iPhone 11, then all you have to do is subscribe to the channel and watch this video until the end to find and comment the hidden message. Good luck! So without further ado, let's get started. Number 1. A rod across the brain. Phineas Gage in 1848. Brain injuries are usually fatal because it's the master of our body and controls every action and process such as breathing, blood pressure, heartbeat, etc. So do you think anyone can survive being directly impaled across the brain? Probably not. Well, think twice, because here's our first survivor who withstood the direct blow to his brain by a 3.5-foot and 13-pound rod in 1848. He was not an X-Men like Wolverine with super healing power, but an ordinary railroad worker named Phineas Gage. He was just 25 years old when an iron rod pierced his skull and left with part of his brain. Amazingly, he survived for the next 12 years with seizures, drooping eyelid, cognitive problems, and dramatic emotions. He is one of the most popular subjects for medical researchers to this date. That's gotta hurt. Number 2. Forced into a very small hole. Yes, you heard that right. It sounds bizarre, but it is a very painful reality. In 2008, a welder, Matthew Lowe, got caught in the metal transportation machine in his factory. He was forced into a hole with a 5-inch opening along the conveyor. After some long screams and bone-crushing sounds, the machine spat Matthew out with broken and crushed bones, ribs, pelvis, back, and his bowel and stomach were ruptured. It's a very sad and painful story. But here comes the twist. He miraculously survived after 6 major operations and many metal plates all over his body. Our 20-year-old survivor survived and is still working in the same factory. Number 3. Falling on the nozzle of an air hose. Well, you may find it funny, but it isn't a joke, but a very serious accident. It happened when, again, a factory worker named Stephen McCormick in New Zealand fell on an air hose with his butt. Thank God I am not a factory worker. People got scared and he screamed loudly as the air hose penetrated his butt and teared apart his skin and muscles. Due to the high pressure, his body expands twice the normal body size, just like the expanded body of cartoon-like Tom and Jerry. Doctors couldn't treat him immediately, so they waited for deflation of the body very loudly, just like a long fart. McCormick survived this funny but nearly fatal accident, but he did survive the impossible and defeated death with his luck and willingness to be alive. That's why they say never lose hope. Number 4. Caught in the updraft and attacked by a hailstorm. In this incident, Ewa Winiarski, a paraglider, got caught in the storm clouds above her in 2007. She was forced by the upwind at 70 feet per second to 30,000 feet above sea level. Now, you might think that this is an adventure survival story, and this time you are right, because she was brushed by tennis ball-sized hail and frozen. She was dragged 40 miles away before she landed. Ewa Winiarski passed out during most of the flight, but fortunately became conscious just before landing and successfully landed on a farm. With some minor injuries due to frostbite, she survived to share her story with others. Number 5. Fallen out of the sky. We as humans have an inversely proportional relationship with gravity. Remember Newton and the falling apple? Or singer Katy Perry and a giant cake? I sure remember that one. Gravity is something that keeps us grounded, but it's also ass in the neck when you fall out of a chair, stairs, bike, or in this case, from the sky. This is the story of a man, Michael Holmes, who fell from the sky in 2009 when he, as a skydiving instructor, found himself stuck in a serious situation when both his main and one backup parachute fails. He fell a whopping 70 miles from the sky, but luckily he landed on the blackberry bushes, sustaining a collapsed lung and one broken ankle. It's very hard to believe, but the next time when you think of skydiving, remember to land on bushes in case your parachute disabled. If those weren't crazy enough, here are some honorable mentions. The man who withstands 20 shots. Yes, he was neither Superman nor Deadpool, but just an ordinary human just like me and you. In the summer of 1995, Kenny Vaughn was attacked by his unpleased neighbor with 20 shots of a .22 caliber rifle. His abdomen was ruptured, and he fainted due to excess internal and external bleeding. According to our survival hero, after the shot, he continuously told himself that he wouldn't close his eyes. If he did so, he would be dead. He is a survival legend, because withstanding 20 shots of a .22 caliber rifle is no joke. The man who was cut in half by a train. This is a serious one. American railroad worker Truman Duncan was cut down into 2 pieces after he accidentally fell on the railroad track. In the 45-minute rescue process, he was conscious and able to make a call to his wife. Doctors believe that he survived such a terrible accident only due to his will to survive. So next time you're in a dangerous situation, keep a deep breath and remember this story. Just try not to get cut in half. So, which surprisingly amazing survival incident do you think was the craziest? Let us know down in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next one on Star 5.